Welcome to Recollection Mall. If you were a mall rat like me, or spent your formative years hanging out or being dragged to the mall by your parents or your parental units, then you've come to the right place. Have you ever gone into your childhood, teenage, or current mall and wondered, wasn't there a store or restaurant there? So let's take a trip down memory lane and take a look at that mall's history of yesteryear. Be sure you stick around to the end of this video and see if you can take my mall survey. So leave a comment or a memory of this mall below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Westfield Annapolis is a shopping mall in Annapolis, Maryland that opened in 1980. If you've clicked onto this video, then you know what today is. It's Monday, Mall Madness. Every Monday I'll be releasing a new video on a defunct or maybe not so defunct mall and its history. Make sure you stick around to the very end of the videos. I'd like to see if you, the viewer, are paying attention. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell so you get notified of my latest mall video, defunct store, or my Throwback Thursday videos. Leave a suggestion or a comment for a future video. Thanks. Annapolis Mall opened in 1980. It is currently the largest mall in the state of Maryland, including the area surrounding Metro Baltimore and the Maryland side of Washington, D.C. area. The 1.4 million square foot mall is located near the junction of U.S. Route 50 and the Interstate 97 near Annapolis, Maryland. When Annapolis Mall originally debuted, it was anchored by DC-based Garfinkel's, Hex, and Montgomery Ward. Both Garfinkel's and Hex were both 2 levels. The mall was expanded in 1983 with the addition of a single-level JCPenney. In 1990, the Garfinkel's closed, and the site was eventually repurposed into a Borders bookstore. In 1994, an expansion and Seattle-based Nordstrom were added to the northeast end of the mall past JCPenney, adding 200,000 square feet of retail space. In 1998, Lord & Taylor was added on the northwest side across from JCPenney. The next year, in 1999, Montgomery Ward closed amid bankruptcy. In 2002, Sears moved into the vacant space left by the Ward store.
The teenager convicted of shooting 2 people, including an off-duty Secret Service agent, including inside the Westfield Annapolis Mall, was sentenced this morning. And now, prosecutors have released surveillance pictures of the crime. 11 News I-Team reporter Barry Sims was in the courtroom. He has the latest on the sentencing of Javon Adams. Barry.
Well, 19-year-old Javon Adams asked for forgiveness before a judge sentenced him to 100 years and suspended all but 65.
This fight is taking place now. You see the attention being drawn. Now the people are running because the gunfire.
Shoppers ran after hearing gunfire, part of the chaos in November 2006 when Javon Adams started shooting in the food court of the Westfield Annapolis Mall. This surveillance video helped prosecutors show a jury that Adams hit 2 people before he was shot.
There's the defendant. There's his gun. There's the defendant.
In an Annapolis courtroom, Adams apologized to his victims, Secret Service agent Paul Buda and Tajay Brown. Adams claimed he was only trying to defend a friend, saying, "I had a gun and it ruined my life." Agent Buda intervened in the fight and also shot Adams. He said an apology wasn't enough.
In September of 2006, Hex became Macy's. Even with all the anchor changes and additions, the biggest change at the Annapolis Mall in its 30-year history took place in 2007, when an expansion added 220,000 square feet of retail space to the mall, nearly doubling the inline space. Annapolis's mall current configuration is now quite unique and far more interesting than it was prior to 2007 expansion. The older part of the mall, which consisted of straight shot of inline space and a corridor between Macy's and Nordstrom, is twinned with a new parallel corridor that goes from Macy's through Lord & Taylor up to Nordstrom again. In addition, a smaller diagonal wing connects the old border Sears end of the mall with Macy's, and the entire mall is still a single-level mall. The former Garfinkel space once housed a two-level Borders books and music store, which operated during the mid-2000s until its closure in 2011. A two-level Forever 21 store now occupies the space. The late 2010s saw multiple classic chain anchors retreat from brick and mortar after being disrupted by digital retailers in recent years. In August of 2017, it was announced Lord & Taylor would close. Westfield announced its space would be reconstructed into additional stores, including The Container Store. In 2020, Westfield Annapolis lost two additional anchors in Nordstrom's and Sears. Today, there are a few anchor stores still left: JCPenney, Bowtie Cinemas, Macy's, Crate & Barrel, Forever 21, and The Container Store. By 2022, the mall had two traditional anchors, Macy's and JCPenney, as well as an 11-screen AMC theaters and a prominent specialty retailers such as Forever 21, The Container Store, and Crate & Barrel. Shoppers in recent years at the Annapolis Mall had seen the effects of a changing retail landscape, given the numerous vacant spaces, particularly the most recent expanded area that debuted in 2007. The mall descended into its current state because ownership bought the mall and then made the decision to sell assets in the US, so it didn't invest. On May 10, 2024, a listing by local retail broker H&R Retail confirmed that the mall's JCPenney department store will close in 2025 and be replaced by 5 new tenants, including Hobby Lobby, Grocery Outlet, and One Life Fitness, leaving Macy's as the last traditional department store. On August 5, 2024, it was announced that Centennial Real Estate Management acquired the property for an undisclosed sum. The mall was renamed the Annapolis Mall. The group will invest tens of millions of dollars in the property to reestablish its market prominence. That late infusion started late in the summer of 2024 with the announcement that Dick's House of Sport, a new concept from Dick's Sporting Goods, and Dave & Buster's will open in the former Nordstrom and Lord & Taylor spaces, respectively, in winter of 2025. On December 30th, the former Sears site will be replaced by half retail and half rental apartments. It was also announced plans to fill 200,000 square feet of vacant space throughout the mall. These negotiations include 2 tenants to fill about 80,000 square feet in the mall's 2007 expansion corridor. The mall is already about 90% leased. Other updates at the mall will include 3 new tenants taking over the 100,000 square foot JCPenney space, including One Life Fitness and a supermarket. At the end of March and the beginning of April of 2025, Forever 21 closed as the company is going out of business. In May of 2025, JCPenney will close. Today, the single-level mall has over 240 stores and services. Congratulations!
Still here? It's over. Whoa. When I find you.
Pop quiz, hotshot.
This is only a test.
So if you've gotten this far into the video, Thanks. So how many anchor stores closed or changed names at this mall? So if your answer was 8, give yourself a hand. You were paying attention. Thanks for watching. So what are some of your memories of this mall? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to Recollection Mall. Add your name to the mall directory. Thanks.